The challenge comes when the gift becomes a need. And so, many of you that have been involved and gone through, the programs understand the conversation between caretaking and caregiving. And I'm going to take you there just in a minute. We're going to look at that and, some of the handouts that you'll get. Well, one of the handouts will be really a diagram of the difference between caretaking and caregiving. And so compassion is an amazing gift, but potentially it can cross a line over to need. So we all have a need to be valued. And so this whole issue of living out of our gift, which is just a natural expression of who we are. It is a being issue. So my doing is not the foundation for my sense of value. But it can very easily be. And this is one of those issues that just crosses the line so easily. And our doing can become very need-driven. In other words, I need to be needed. And I can begin quickly to wrap my sense of identity in what I do for other people. And when that becomes the case, then there's a point that I really, in my heart, begin to want to get back what I have given. And when I don't think I'm getting back as much as it is that I feel like I have given, then I begin to build up resentment and bitterness underneath that. In other words, when is it my turn? I give a lot. Give a lot. So when do I get in return what it is that I've given? And that resentment and bitterness can really show up in some self-defeating behaviors. So let's look at this, because gifts can easily become curses. Unless we have that perspective again, that what we give, our compassion, we give, because it is just a free expression of who we are. And there's nothing attached to that giving. There is no expectation that is attached to that giving. So this is this discussion about caretaking and caregiving, and I really encourage you to ask me questions around this, because I know that as we talk about this, it's really easy to see ourselves, in this diagram in one way or another. So caregiving again is saying compassion is my gift, and I want to express my gift freely without there being a hook attached to my giving. I give just because I'm a giver. Okay, caretaking is giving out of my need. So I have a need to be needed. And so, I see a lot of people, and I see this a lot in the programs, where people have a lot of responsibility for other people in their lives. Right? Just taking care of other people. Whether it's partners, or it's children, whether it's parents, or just even being in the helps industry. There can be an awful lot of identity wrapped around constantly giving to others, being responsible for others, taking care of others, making sure that they're comfortable and they're happy and they're healthy, but in the process, not in the same way taking care of yourself. And often in that equation, you, I, we are the last ones that are considered as deserving time and attention. That's one of the things that I've often said when people have asked me about doing a whole weekend program. What I say is that this is a gift for you. How many weekends have you taken just for you? Just to learn about you, become more aware of you, of what creates health and happiness in your life? When was the last time you really took time just to do something for you? And often the response is, well, I don't know that I've ever done that. So we often are the ones that lose out in that. So caretaking says, I step in to help or fix without being asked. So I see a need, it is there, something's going on, and because I am compassionate and because I've got some answers and I've got some resources, then I'm going to leap in and make a difference. Caregiving says, I wait to be asked. I don't have a need to go leaping in and rescuing those that are in trouble. Because there is an issue that is really, really important when it comes to learning and growing and healing in our lives, and that is that each of us deserves to find our own answers. As a matter of fact, when people are in that process of learning and growing and healing, when I find my own answers, they stick. Right? When something all of a sudden makes sense to me, like I can have somebody sit down and tell me 100 times truth that is valuable, important, helpful, all those different things, but it never really resonates until all of a sudden, I step into an experience, it's there in front of me, and the light bulb goes on for me. And I realize this is about me. This is something that I need to understand and learn for me. And those are the things I don't forget. The things that I discover, my answers that I discover for me. And yet many of us really are answer people. We are so quick and ready to have somebody's answer. Out of our great years of experience and wisdom and education and all those different things, we are just so quick to be there with somebody else's answer, which may be completely inappropriate at the time. It may be the right answer, but it may just not be the right time. And there may be a whole lot of things going on that we just don't know about, which is usually true. A lot of factors, in a person's journey that we're just not aware of in that moment. But, we feel this incredible opportunity to leap in and be Superman or Superwoman and, be the person that makes the big difference in the moment. So the belief for the caretaker is, you can't do this without me. You need my help.
Talking about
and so, here I am.
Would Joe get mad if I don't speak?
Right? So, the belief on the other side is that people are able
I'm
to
an
find
authority on this
answers.
subject.
Or,
Tell them I want to talk to them.
people are able. Right? I mean, that's something that that I want to continue to just always have before me. Even though I am a counselor and a facilitator and a teacher, I need to remember always that people are able. Right? People have their own experiences and their own education and their own wisdom. And they have their own journey. So, until I really feel like somebody is there and saying, Terry, help me. I'm a little reluctant just to jump in.